I want to talk about a man who made his return after a 9-month layoff, Chieo Ogebene, who also the fans love to see as well. And it was actually at the end, he was sort of doing a bit of a, I won't say a fist pump, but he was doing a bit of a celebration at the end with the Town fans, and he was signing different things. But yeah, it was part of the kit launch, and just great to see him come on, I think in the 75th minute or so. Just great to see.
Yeah, delighted to see Chieo back. It's been almost 9 months since that Achilles injury that he suffered against Brentford, a freak injury, and as soon as that happened and we saw his reaction getting stretched off, we knew it was going to be the end of his season, and it was pretty gutting because he was kind of in and out of the team in the early stages of the Premier League campaign, but I had that feeling that he could make that right flank his own in the Premier League, and for him to miss out and not be able to do that was a real blow. And I think that Town, especially with their right-sided options, felt his absence last season. He's obviously been working really hard. I think it's good that in the meantime he's made sure that his face is out there. He's done a lot of community work, and he's shown everyone that he's also a really good person, a good guy. And you always hear people say about how good a guy he is. Ultimately, you're a football player and you're paid to show what you can do on the pitch, and it's great that we can now start to see that from Chieo again. That's really good. Came on I think it was about 78 in total. I think he had about kind of 10-15 or so minutes to play in this one. Interesting that he came on the right, that then saw Harry Clark finish the game in midfield, which I don't think I've seen before. I don't know if you've seen Harry Clark drop into that role. Interesting. But yeah, there wasn't a great deal of opportunities for him to get on the ball, but he had his moments where he had those kind of surging runs, one right at the end where he comes in from the right, takes the ball onto his left. You can kind of see that he doesn't really want to take the shot. Ultimately, there's no options for him. He's a very right-footed player. Chieo takes it with his left and came close to going out for a throw-in, I think, unfortunately. In the words of Ross, bless him. Yeah, but that's not exactly the player that Chieo is, cutting inside onto his left and shooting. He's going to be a right footer. He's going to be that pacey wide man who's going to try and take it to the byline and cross in. As I said, Town have had so many problems on that right side. Having Chieo there is going to be such a big boost. File it under the will be like a new signing. Yeah, that's the klaxon for this one.
Of course. Stu, any other business from the game? Any other players you want to mention? You want to give a shout out to Ogbene as well?
Yeah, that moment in stoppage time at the end where he sort of cut inside and the space just opened up for him. And real-time commentary, I said to Alex, to me, he's got no left foot, You could just tell he was reluctant. It was there for him, and he delayed, and then it's a bit of a swinger. He had no left foot, and as Alex says, it almost went out for a throw-in. But yeah, he has been out for a while. We'll give him that. But great to see him out there. It's so clear that he's a real popular player in the camp. You can just see that with his interactions with the rest of the squad, sort of before the game, at half-time, the way they were all name-checking him. Chieo, when he was on the pitch, I can just tell that there's a wave of goodwill behind him at the club. I think the fans have, even though they've barely seen him, I think that there's a bit of a rapport there as well. So, yeah, there's a right-sided problem for Ipswich Town at the moment. Amari Hutchinson's future very much uncertain at the moment. We'll come on to that. The fact that Harry Clark sort of started out there in the second half shows you that there's sort of limited options. Wes Burns probably won't be back. I think he's talked about targeting October time for a return for him. So important not to expect too much too soon from Chieo. Achilles can go again if you're not careful. So I'm sure it will be a bit of a slow build up for him. But these McKenna systems are that bespoke sort of pacey, direct right wing role. Caden Jackson, Wes Burns has been so integral to Ipswich over the last few years. Chieo was meant to be the next one. I'm hoping he can still be that player for Ipswich Town going forwards.